Okay, we're back, and the Vikings won today, so it's a pretty exciting day. Um, so we're gonna do. This is a. I got this book recently, "A Sinner's Assassin: Last Writings" by Antonin Artaud. So I was thinking of maybe reading a little bit of this. Um, it's sort of, I don't know where to start, but so Antonin Artaud was a French artist who worked across a variety of media. He's best known for his writings as well as his work in theater and cinema. Widely recognized as a major figure of European avant-garde, he particularly strong influence on 20th century theater through his conceptualization of the theater of cruelty. Known for his raw, surreal, and transgressive work, his texts explored themes from the cosmologies of ancient cultures, philosophy, the occult, mysticism, and indigenous Mexican and Balinese practices. So he was sort of an appropriator or whatever they call it. But yeah, I mean, I was way more into him when I was younger. Um, I mean, he has like some interesting writings and intensity. Let's see. So let's see. Like, there's a bunch of introductions to this book. Antonin Artaud's very last work prior to his death in March 48 is the most extraordinary element of his entire body of work, and is the element now most enduringly inspirational for contemporary artists, filmmakers, musicians. Though it's fiercely exploratory, extreme, and combative forms, along with its dissolutions and negations of form, focus above all on the human anatomy, as well as the sonic experimentation and the provocation for innovation in dance and performance. This book assembles Artaud's critical work from September 47 to March 48. And he was living on the southern edge of Paris. So, yeah, I got this book. Yeah, it took a while to get this book. Yeah, about a year ago, and I was getting curious. Final fragments. On Artaud's death in March 48, his friends decided to publish his last writings as a special double issue. It was numbered five, a small scale literary magazine, 84, run by a group of young poets headed by Marcel Bijou. Artaud had published his work in previous issues of 84, and the magazine cover used an element of one of his drawings. So let's see. Okay, so you can see I showed the cover, but you can see the drawing there. Okay, so here's some of the fragments. Okay, thoughts do not pass from one to the other, neither through sequencing nor through being welded together, and that's why it needs to be known what it is that I want. Whenever thinking about a Christian, it's instead the Jew who appears, and why it is I throw myself towards the Jew in order to defend him lovingly, while at the same time I'm fighting him. So to whom I am going to deliver an account of my transgression, to the curvature of the wing of this angel, or some kind of shifting light, to some lost photophore, to some kind of gathering of stinking macaques, all of them armed with crosses, wielding enemas made from crosses, stinking too of dirty laundry, of incense, of holy oils, etc., breathing out argumentative drivel from myself to myself. Who is it that comes and who is it that goes? Has he been lying, or was there really at stake solely the thought of a god who was passing, living only from his own acts of sacrilege. So there are living from their own act of sacrilege, from having sat down, from having shat on the body of God, from having invented shit with that body, from having extracted shit from the body. So you can see where this kind of goes. Okay, so let's see. This kind of taken up like later. Oh yeah, so he had this great line. I guess this one part is called 50 drawings to assassinate magic. I like that line. Assassinate magic is pretty interesting. Two words put together. Here, it's not a matter of drawings in the strict sense of the word, of some kind of incorporation of reality through the drawing. They are not an experiment aiming at renewing the art, which I never believed in any way of drawing. No, but in order to understand them, first you have to be clear about them. There are 50 drawings taken out of a notebook, literary, poetic, psychological, physiological, magical notes, magical, especially magical, first of all, and above all. And they are then interwoven with the pages, embedded upon the pages, where the writing holds preeminence for vision. Writing, feverish, noting, effervescence, burning, blasphemy, cursing. From curse towards curse, these pages advance. And as bodies with a new sensibility, these drawings are there to comment on them, to give them air, and to illuminate them. These are not drawings, they figure nothing, disfigure nothing, and they're are not there in order to construct, build up, institute a world, even an abstract one. They are notes, words, supporting pillars, because they're burning, corrosive, incisive, spurted out from some kind of whirlwind of vitriol under the jaw, under the blade. They are there as though nailed down and not destined to move any further. So supporting pillars which are going to generate their own apocalypse, because they said too much to be born, and too much in being born, not to be reborn, and to take on their body authentically then. So yeah, he kind of has this weird. He's pretty negative, and he's like, it's hard to follow him sometimes. And then sometimes he just kind of like has like, sounds, and I think he there is some recordings of him reading some of these things. So yeah, here's the book. Um, I think it's pretty new. Stephen Barber. Um, Sometimes you see the theater and it's double, but you sometimes you see his poetry being like. But this one's pretty good. It's kind of like prose poetry. It's kind of reminiscent of Arthur Rimbaud stuff, and sometimes you see his in anthologies of French poetry. You see some stuff by Antonin Artaud. So it's great to have this book. It's great to read Artaud. So I think that's it for now. So let's move on to the next.